Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy Friday everyone. So I'm recording this on Thursday and you all will see this tomorrow on Friday. And I never know what today's date is, but I had to look. Yeah, today is definitely Thursday and tomorrow is Friday. Let's go ahead and talk about my second paycheck budget for the month of September. So I have everything written out. And this is what I normally do when I go through the process of making my budget. I write everything on paper, and this is what you all are seeing first before everything gets written down in my actual planner. So after offering, I'm left with $1,607. I really, really, really wish that they would pay us our gross, but hey, that's another story. Taxes, right? And insurance and all of that good stuff. So this is where I'm pretty much writing everything out to where all of the payments go for each of the bills, which bank they go to. That way I won't be confused. And here are the bills here. So first we're starting off with Navy. That is not Navy Federal. Netflix. I always get them too confused. I don't know why. So Netflix, to make the full October bill, we need $7. So Capital One did get $7, and now we're just pretty much waiting on next month. So that money can be taken from Discover. Most bills, I pretty much pay all bills on credit cards and then I pay them back. The only bills I do not pay with the credit card is this bill, this bill. I think that's it. And of course the card note. So Navy, said it again, shaking my head. I'm sorry, you all. So Netflix $7, which would make the October full payment. Next, we have Cricket at Navy Federal for $59. And once that money gets deposited, it is going to be for October. Next, we have Capital One for YouTube, which I didn't put anything because October and September bill is already in there. Next, we have AT&T. AT&T is at Leaders Credit Union for $32. And then once that money gets deposited tomorrow, that will be for the full bill for October. Next, we have Nashville Electric Service for $60. Now, remember, this bill, well, I'm not really sure what the bill is for October. It haven't been produced just yet. So what I do is just put $120 to have as a credit plus whatever other credit amount I may have. And then once they, do the bill cycle, whatever amount is left, I'll just take it out the first paycheck for the next month because it would typically be due on the 15th. For this month, I didn't have to pay anything extra. For the last month, I only had to pay, I think, $4 over. So that's good. So that's what I'm going to continue to do for the car payment. I was going to pay $249, but since I had that $81 to repay for the credit card, I decided to take the $14 that I had left and use that towards the credit card bill. So we'll see that in a second. For Google, we're doing $3, and the Google bill is actually $2.18. The amount for September is already in the checking account, and once tomorrow comes, the $3 would be for the next month. Next, we have State Farm. State Farm bill is actually $253 and some change, so I just round up to the next whole dollar. I already have $127, and now we're just getting the other half. That way, once the bill comes on my credit card on the 28th, I'll just get it paid in full. Next, we have my term life insurance. I already have the full amount that's due for September in my checking account for leaders, and once it get closer to the 28th, what I'll end up doing is moving that amount to the checking account, And this $22 here is for the December bill. And last, we have the rent for $470 for a total of $940 in rent. Altogether, we have $1,015 with $592 left. Hold on, I need some water. Okay, y'all, so I am back. So we have $1,015 for the bills with $592 left. I still wish we got paid our gross. That's another story again. So next, let's see what's going to saving and invest. So for my Leaders Credit Union buffer, which is the buffer is just extra cash after I set aside money for AT&T and after I set money aside for Google and also term life. So whatever is left will go into buffer. So that's going to be $8. I am sending another $40 to invest in Fidelity. If you want to start investing and you don't have a lot of cash, check out Mommy Trader. She's the best. Like, y'all, you just need to check her out. Watch some of her videos. She does the $30 a day. Ha, that's too much for my blood. The $1 a day investing challenge. And you would just pretty much invest $1 a day, which typically would end up being, $30, $31, depending on how many days are in the month. What I'm doing mine a little different. So for my investing, I'm taking $40, which is the difference in how much money I have going to my work 401k. So right now I'm at 5%. And let's say I decided to, I don't know, move my percentage up to 7 or 8%. So instead of me doing that, I just take the difference, which is like $40 every 2 weeks, and send that to my Roth IRA for the difference. Next, okay, y'all, so I'm going to add this little clip in. I did just log on to my principal account. That's where my money for my 401k is housed at work. So what I was trying to say, right now I'm at 5%. That way I can get the full match. And that's $82.69. But let's say I decide I want to take the $40 that I have set aside for the Roth and actually start investing it at work. What I'll do is just up my percentage to 7%. And if I wanted to save $50, I'll just up it to 8%. Now these are the prices. So 5% is $82.69. 6% is $99.23. But if I take the difference between the 5% and 6%, it's just $16.54. And just with the 7%, if I took the difference, it's $33.08 between the 5 and 7%. And for $8, the difference between this amount and this amount, so 8 and 5, is $49.62, which is 50 bucks. So sometimes I do save $50 towards my Roth, and sometimes I save 40 or 42. It just depends on what my overall paycheck is looking like. And I did reach out to Mommy Trader. When I first thought of this idea, she thought it was a great idea. So definitely check her out if you're wanting to start investing. And of course, I did 9%, which is $66.16. And for 10%, the difference between 10% and 5% is another $82.69. But that is too much for me, so I'm going to stick between the 7% and 8%. And the max I could probably go up to is $66.16. Maybe. I've been at my job for, I want to say, 7 years or whatever 2016 was. So I definitely have thought about, bumping it up every year, especially every time we get a little raise and whatnot. So just bumping it up every year. And then I thought about this. So this is what I'm doing for Mommy Traders Investing Challenge. So let me know what you all think below. Next we have Christmas. You don't really see Christmas as a savings for Allie. That's because I have my Christmas money in a what is it called? Shoot. One of the funds in the accounts where you can't touch it for, let's say, a year. I have one of those, and I did it that way because I don't want to touch this money. So I can't touch this money until like November the 28th or so. So interest I've gotten, whatever money I've saved, which would go towards Christmas. I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, I should have a little over $600. I'm trying to get to either 800 or 1,000 just to see how much I can actually save. Not meaning that I'm going to actually spend all of this money, but just in case, things are high, have gotten expensive. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Next, we have Save Navy Federal, and it's just for $1 for my savings account for Navy Federal. I did change this back to $5. So when I get paid for the first paycheck of October, I will have $5, and that can be sort of like a $5 challenge or $5 savings challenge every 2 weeks or so. So $5 times 26, whatever that number is. I know it's not a whole lot, but saving is saving, right? Next, we have the amount that I did send to Allie, which was $100. And then for my watch hours, as of this morning, I have 3,726 watch hours, and I need 274 watch hours for the ones that been watching my channel, been watching my videos, commenting, watching them back to back to back. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the help. Next, we have Back to School Savings Challenge. I am going to put $50 towards that challenge. Hold on. I'm going to put $50 to the Back to School Savings Challenge, and that's the challenge that I'm doing in collaboration with Cassie J. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. So, of course, I have my laptop up because I do have some people playlists running, and you can't see that just yet. But this is the challenge that I'm wanting to complete. It's by S&C Creation. So, Salenthia and Cassie J do have a Etsy shop together. Definitely check them out. This is what I want to complete. As you can see, the last time I did get a chance to save $10. And hold on. Okay, so this is everyone that's in the collaboration. We have Budget with M. We have I am Cassie J Budgets and Blogs. What is that? Okay, so we have I am Cassie J Budgets and Vlogs. We have Budgeting Soldier Girl. We have Budget with Chuckles. Ange Budget and Debt. Frugality is Life. Chatty KathyBudgets. Debra's Journey. Myself. Dreamy Budgets, which is Brittany. We have Gillian Budgets. We have It's the Bankroll. We have Sandra. We have Simply Type Plan. She did decide to take a break. We have Maria. She's got it. Tiffany with Create Tiff. We have SaveNStuffwStephanie and Make Money Save Money, which is Tammy's page. Okay, so we're back to save and invest. We've already went over the back to school challenge, and I was able to let everyone know who was in it. Hopefully nothing else got shown, which I will watch this video before posting it, because if I do need to take some out, I will. I just didn't want to. So altogether we have $241 with $351 left. Of course, I did mention about the $81. We talked about it. That's what the amount that I needed to send to Navy Federal, because I did go over, but it is okay. I say it's a step towards progress. So I did send $81 over to Navy Federal. And here's all the cash envelopes. So we have spending for $60. We have food for $60, gas for $80, essentials, $10, because I do need to pick up my prescriptions. And y'all, I've used so much of my Cigna insurance to the point where I was able to get like 4 prescriptions filled, and I only had to pay $7 and some change. And today I need to go pick up one of my eye drops that went from $11 down to $2 and some change. So I'm definitely excited about that. For miscellaneous, I'm going to do 40. Also, when I go visit my mom, I'm going to probably leave 40 and take 40. I also have $10 for the car wash. Also, for myself, I'm giving myself $10. I already put a line through it because that money is already saved in my envelope with Capital One. So that's it for the budget. When you go through, subtract all of this, which I have went through multiple times just to make sure it did equal up to 0. That's all I have for the budget. Thank you all so much for the help. And I am going to finish watching everyone's video. And after this, once I officially get off work, I will head to the ATM machine so I can grab some cash to cash stuff. So, bye. Thank you all so much for watching.